Hi, I'm Ella, and welcome to our fourth episode of the season. If it's happening at Hill, we have it. We're going to kick off the episode with some information about another something taking place next week on the cafeteria stage.
Next week, on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, there will be the Peddlers Fair taking place on the cafeteria stage. There will be tables of donated items, toys, decorations, crafts, stuffed animals, and more that students will be able to purchase. It is kind of like a big yard sale. Classes can sign up to visit, or you can go up and shop during lunch. Most of the items will be around $1, so it is very affordable. All of the money earned will go towards camping for the Corner, Postilli, and Parker classes. So don't forget to bring some money next week starting on Wednesday. Now let's find out about another winter holiday taking place during December.
Hi guys, Kwanzaa is a week-long celebration in the United States to celebrate African heritage. It takes place from December 26th to January 1st every year. It was first celebrated in 1966, and Kwanzaa celebrates the seven main ideas, or each idea is shown with a candle that is lit and placed in a candle holder, and has a special day throughout the week-long celebration. The seven ideas of Kwanzaa are unity, self-determination, responsibility, cooperation, purpose, creativity, and faith. Sounds like a lot of the same ideas that we practice here at Hill. So this is a little bit about Kwanzaa. If you want to learn more, I know Miss Mangan probably has some great books. Now we will send it on to Aubrey, who will tell you about some fun things coming up in the month of December.
I'm here to tell you what is happening in the Hill School for the month of December. First, on Tuesday, we will have a concert assembly in the cafeteria at the end of the day. On Wednesday, there will be a fourth grade chorus and fifth grade orchestra concert in the evening at the high school. How exciting for those performers. On Thursday, December 15th, there will be a safety patrol meeting. Also on Thursday, there will be a fifth grade band and chorus concert in the evening on the high school stage. On Friday, December 16th, Hilltop Singers and top brass members will be performing at the Grease Ridge Mall. Finally, on December 23rd, the last day before winter break, we will have a high school band holiday performance at the high school. Now on to Kira, who has a sports update for us.
Hi, Kira here with this week's sports update. It has been a few weeks since we have talked sports, so let's catch you up on what is going on in the NFL. The current division leaders are for the AFC East is the Bills lead with 9 wins and 3 losses. Then in the AFC West division, the Chiefs are leading also with 9 wins and 3 losses. Next, we have the Ravens holding on to the top spot in the North with 8 wins and 4 losses. Last, for the AFC, we have the Titans leading the South division with 7 wins and 5 losses. Let's go Bills. I hope they can keep winning. And in the NFC, the leaders are the Eagles are winning the NFC East with an amazing record of 11 wins and 1 loss. San Francisco is leading the West Division with 8 wins and 4 losses. Unfortunately, their quarterback was just hurt. In the NFC North, the Vikings are crushing it with a record of 10 wins and 2 losses. Finally, in the NFC South Division, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers lead with a record of 6 wins and 6 losses. We have 6 more weeks left in the regular season before the playoffs begin. Now on to September, who will tell us about the upcoming lunch menu.
Hi, it's September here with this week's lunch menu. On Monday, we have chicken smackers with a mini pretzel. On Tuesday, we have mini twin cheeseburgers or a hamburger. On Wednesday, we have cheese pizza or pepperoni pizza. Thursday, we have pasta with meat sauce. And lastly, on Friday, we have wild Mike Bites with sauce. Sounds like a great week in the cafeteria. Now let's send it to Alexis, who is with this week's staff pick. I wonder who it is.
Hi, Alexis here with.
Miss Reinhardt.
Thanks for joining us and letting us know a little bit more about you. Ready for your first question? What is your favorite instrument to play?
I would say all the string instruments, but my favorite is the cello.
What is your biggest weakness in teaching?
I'm not having enough time for students that want extra practice and recess and their lunches.
How long have you been working at the Hill School for?
4 years.
What is your favorite subject?
Music, of course.
What is your favorite place to go out for dinner?
They don't have one around here, but any ramen place.
Interesting. Thanks for joining us today, Miss Reinhardt, and making the Hill School a great place to learn. Now on to Ben with This Day in History.
Hello, it's Benjamin Bellman with This Day in History, which is a sad one this week. On December 8th, 1980, a former member of the Beatles and peace activist, John Lennon, was shot 4 times outside his Manhattan apartment building by Mark David Chapman. Earlier in the evening, he asked for Lennon's autograph. Then later, he came back to his apartment and shot him. Lennon was rushed to the hospital. He died at 11:15 p.m. at the age of 40. When the news was released to the public, 10 minutes of silence was asked around the world, and for weeks after his death, fans kept a vigil around his apartment, and to this day he is still remembered as one of the greatest musicians of all time. How many of you have heard a Beatles song before? Now on to Grant with this week's This or That.
Here with this week's This or That. Joining me is
Chris.
All right, Chris, I will ask you some questions, and you have to pick one or the other. Ready? Here's the first one. Would you rather drink a relish smoothie or a ketchup smoothie?
Ketchup.
Interesting answer. Now, would you rather sleep in a bed full of spiders or sleep in a bed full of crickets?
Crickets.
Would you rather swim through ice or walk on hot coals?
Ice.
Last question. Would you rather play football with your friends or watch TV?
Play football.
Interesting answers. Now on to Ella with this week's Student Spotlight.
Ella here with this week's Student Spotlight. We would like to highlight Liliana Baker this week. We selected Liliana because she is always kind to her classmates and teachers. She is willing to help out anyone in need and is a great friend in the classroom. If you have been lucky enough to have Liliana in your class before, you know she is a great role model and a hardworking student. I'm going to ask her some questions about why she chooses to be kind. So Liliana, why do you choose to be kind?
Because it makes others happy.
How does it make you feel when you are kind to someone?
It makes me feel good when I can make someone's day better.
Thank you, Liliana, for being a fantastic Hill Hawk. Now on to Haley with some information about the Kindness Challenge this month.
I'm here to talk to you about the Kindness Bingo Board. You may have seen them around and outside of your classroom. In the month of December, we are showing kindness in the Hill School. Some of the things on the bingo board are smile at everyone you pass in the hallway. Another is create your own class act. Most of the activities are pretty easy and might even be things that you already do. If your class completes one row, everyone will receive a candy cane. If your class fills the whole sheet, your class will get cookies and hot cocoa. I can't wait to see all of the kind acts that your class completed this month. Now on to this week's riddle. I will give you a hint. It is not as easy as it seems.
I am here with this week's riddle. The riddle is, how many letters are there in the alphabet? I will repeat again. How many letters are there in the alphabet? If you know the answer, take a scrap piece of paper, write your first and last name with your teacher's name along with your answer. And put it in the trivia box outside of Mr. Broughton's room in the yellow wing. Now on to Zoe with something interesting.
Hi, it's Zoe here with something interesting about our school. Do you know when the school opened? Well, the Hill School first had students and opened September 5th, 1990. Do you know who Fred W. Hill was? Well, he was a former superintendent of Brockport that had a goal of bringing students from around Brockport to one school district around 1927. Instead of having many small schools, he wanted everyone to come to one larger school for all of Brockport. He had a big dream of helping more students in Brockport get a good education. He worked hard and eventually his hard work paid off, and for a long time, Brockport students have benefited from his hard work. That is a little information about our school's history and name. Now on to Rose with the word of the week.
Thank you, Zoe. Like she said, I'm here with this week's word of the week. This week's word is ethereal. Ethereal means extremely delicate and light in a way that seems too perfect for this world. So if someone had a good or amazing singing voice, you might say that the singer had an ethereal voice that seemed like it belonged in a chorus of angels. This is a word most people haven't heard about, and because of that, I know that Mr. Broughton had to look it up. Now on to this week's weather report.
The weather next week looks good. Looks like it will have a lot of snow and rain throughout the week. Monday is the only day that looks like it will be dry, with some clouds and a high temperature of 40 degrees. Tuesday we will have a high of 41 degrees with a mix of rain and snow. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday we will also have a mix of rain and snow, with temperatures around 38 degrees. Saturday and Sunday will get even colder, with snow expected on both days. Saturday we'll have a high temperature of 36, and Sunday will only get up to 35 degrees. Overall, it looks like a mix of snow and rain most of the week, and temperatures will drop slightly as the week goes on. That will be all for this week's episode. Thank you for watching and have a great week.
A hill, we have it. We are going to kick off the episode with some information about another.
There will be a 5th grade band and chorus concert in. Oh, I lost my spot.
How does it make you feel when you are kind to someone?
Because it lets people know what kind sauce or plain sauce. And lastly, on Friday we have wild Mike bites with sauce.
How does it make you feel when you are kind to someone?